you, thank you, thank you. It is good to be proven right, and it is good to be proven the king of knowing what he's fucking talking about. I told you! And all of you disagreed with me. Well, majority of you anyway. The smart ones were warned, and they avoided that piece of shit. But the rest of you non-believers could not believe that they could fuck up Terminator Salvation. Terminator Salvation, Terminator 3, 4, whatever the fuck it is. All Terminator movies after Judgment Day suck. And I told you, Terminator Salvation was a piece of shit. Now, let's go on to the trusty source, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to let the critics of Rotten Tomato tell you how bad it is. 33%? 33% and going down, 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 and it couldn't even reach number 1. Night of the Museum Part 2 beat it! Holy shit! This movie must really stink! If the sequel to one of the most worst movies I've ever seen beat it in the box office. That laughter goes out to McGee and all his supporters. Unfortunately, though, they did make some money. Here's just a few of the reviews. This is the worst big budget summer release I've seen in some time. Dark, noisy, and unimaginative. Terminator Salvation is a confused, humorless grind with nobody from the stars to the set designers prepared to prick itself importance. Endless rounds of boisterous battle scenes and eardrum-annihilating explosions until you couldn't care less which side wins. So if there's any real human passion rising to the surface amid the rubble, it's all about the guns, baby. None of the ginormous action sequences carry any real weight because the filmmakers have made absolutely no effort to convince us to care about what's happening. High craft in the service of an oppressively dull story. Let me read that one again for all those, what was his name? Christopher Nolan's brother being involved in it, Jonathan Nolan. Let me read that again. High craft in the service of an oppressively dull story, which means even Jonathan Nolan couldn't help the script, it was so bad. At best, an overstimulating concatenation of bells and whistles amounting to the cinematic equivalent of bubble gum. The script is lacking, and the acting merely serviceable in Terminator Salvation. Even the Terminators seem bored. A futile popcorn flick that fails to live up to the franchise standards. Dedicated Terminator fans continually crave to see humans and machines slug it out. The trouble with Terminator Salvation is that there's a yawning void where its emotional center should be. The action sometimes conjures a thrill ride's breathtaking quality, or in other words, Terminator Salvation's only hope of redemption with audiences. Didn't George Lucas's Star Wars prequels prove that not all complex sci-fi plots need to be complicated? McGee is capable of making the trains run on time, but not much else. He has no vision, discernible style, wit, or knows how to get much out of his actors. I told you so. You see, that's the whole point. The whole point is you don't need to be a rocket scientist. 2 plus 2 equals 4. McGee plus Charlie's Angels equals a bad Terminator movie. It doesn't take much, people. Just do some research. I know the majority of you don't even give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's the ones that actually say that they're fans. The ones that support this crap. Alright? Those are the ones I have a problem with. Oh, it's countless. Director McG fuels Terminator Salvation with exceptional visual effects and sharp sound, but more shouting and explosions than the Super Bowl in Beirut. The artistry is top-notch, but they've lost track of what the original Terminators were cyborgs and not robots as they are here. We finally get to see the full destructive power of Skynet, and while it looks great, the story around it sure falls flat. Terminator Salvation is a decent enough summer action flick, but I can't help but feeling seriously let down. I wish Bale had lashed out against the writers rather than the cinematographer. I agree with that. Message to Hollywood: stop with the time travel stuff. The problem with Terminator franchise is that it's beginning to feel more and more like a cold calculating machine. Somewhere it thought of humanity and became Dick Cheney's daydream. The movie is a lot like the human killing machines it depicts. Ruthlessly efficient, action-oriented, thunderously brutal, and loaded with high-tech firepower. It's also just as cold and emotionless. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Everyone wanted to see the future, but I knew that would just be a big robot fights. Cool maybe, but that's a war movie, not a character investment, suspenseful action movie. So here, this is what you wanted. Happy now, happy now, happy now, and I agree with that, gentlemen. I agree with it. Oh, you bastards, you just wanted a fucking war. I see fighting. You happy now? You happy now? You happy now, motherfuckers? And again, if you don't like the language, get the fuck off my channel. I don't give a fuck. A lot of stuff blows up without any style or visual flair. Suffers from style over substance. Its impressive CGI effects and editing make it look and sound great while providing some fleeting visceral thrills and adrenaline-pumping excitement, but in terms of imagination and surprises, it falls flat. Big, handsome, loud, and dumb. And it dishonors everything that preceded it. If this movie is any indication, this franchise needs to get a great deal of work to improve and salvage a series that the studio should have terminated after Judgment Day. Now that is an intelligent man. T4 might be mistaken by some as a Transformers sequel. Ah! Anybody who remembers the feud between McG and Bay, now you know. I doubt I'll see such exciting clear action sequences for the rest of the summer. And it's a shame that they had to be stuffed into such an ill-considered package. And again and again and again and again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? I'm going right to good old Ebert. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I agree with Ebert. A few times I don't, but this time Ebert said it nice and quick. And I'm going right to Ebert right now. Give me a chance. Give me a minute. Oh, Ebert. After scrutinizing the film, I offer you my summary of the story. Guy dies, finds himself resurrected, meets others, fights. That lasts for almost 2 hours. I repeat, this is what Ebert said. After scrutinizing the film, I offer you my summary of the story. Guy dies, finds himself resurrected, meets others, fights. That lasts for almost 2 hours. And I have personal information from people around me who went to go see that piece of shit movie after I warned them, who told me that for about a half hour there is no action in the fucking movie. More than a half hour. I'm almost an hour in through the movie and there was no action. Only toward the very end did the action start. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, with that said, let's finish this video. Where's Terminator come and gone? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's gone. Never existed. Now the big enchilada is coming. Now the big one, we need to worry about it. Okay? The big mess of a movie by the name of Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Now, it might be amusing, might be entertaining, the families will like it, but be very careful, Transformer fans. I warned you and I warned you. And I don't warn you to be an asshole. I warn you because I care about you and I care about the goddamn franchises that Hollywood is fucking up on purpose. They want to make money. Okay, Hollywood is going bust. They know there are fan bases that love these franchises. So they're just putting out anything to get your money. They're not putting any effort into it.